Hey everyone, I know we're like midweek. So for me to talk about the weekly energies is a little far behind here. However, I wasn't feeling the greatest during the week because of some setbacks that had happened. Just kind of put me off, put my energy off, and made me feel really drained and tired. And that could have been some of the astrological energies that we're going through as well. So I just want to talk about those that we're going through since this solar eclipse that we had that was in Virgo, a awakening point. So that was supposed to help us to see where we need to reflect, release, and rise. And that was the accumulation of the two eclipses that we had, from the one from the 7th or the 8th, the Pisces lunar eclipse. So we've had two eclipses this month, both of which we were not able to see here in the States. However, you still feel the energies of it affecting your life. And it's really asking us to go within, reflect, and do the inner work, let go of what no longer serves us, and see where in our lives that we're being called to rise into the better version of ourselves, into a higher version of ourselves, and what we need to release so that we can do that. And also, you may need to redo something. You may need to reflect on something that you didn't take care of in the best possible way. And so that's being brought back into your atmosphere to reflect on so that you could possibly have a redo, or to see it from a different point of view, a different perspective, maybe make things right with somebody or let go. It doesn't necessarily have to be with somebody. It could be something. It could be a job, could be habits, a pattern that was unhealthy. It's also helping us to mature and to become more humble, especially because of the things that have been happening out there. On the 21st, which was the start of the fall equinox here in the Northern Hemisphere, and the sun had moved into Libra and is going to be there until October 22nd. So Libra is about balance and justice, and us reflecting on where things are out of balance, possibly in our relationships or in our home/work life. In your relationships, one person is giving and one person is taking, more than there is balance there. And you have to decide on whether you still want that, or if you want to communicate about that, because communication is important also, to listen and to communicate. And if work is taking over your life, you may have to think about how you can balance that out. If it's serving you anymore, is it draining you? Is there something better for you? Something more aligned with who you are? At the same time, Mars has left Libra, on the day of the fall equinox, and entered its home sign of Scorpio. So it's a powerful shift from indecision to determination, and from surface level harmony into deep truth and transformation. Mars in Scorpio isn't afraid to go all in and to cut through illusions and bring hidden energy up to the surface for healing. You may think that you've already been all healed, but our healing never ends. There's a turning point, of balance between light and dark. So this season is asking us to realign with harmony, fairness, and connection. It's a reminder that while we transform and deep dive, which is Scorpio, that we're also being called to create beauty, peace, and balance, which is Libra. So it's a dance of intensity and calm, and the merging of raw truth and graceful cooperation. So that could bring you to reflect on what needs to be released so that balance can return. And where can you honor your passions without losing your peace? Also ask yourself if you are ready to align with depth of harmony. Because in order to have harmony, you have to face the darkest parts of yourself. You have to do the inner work. On September 15th, we had the Sun in Libra opposing Neptune and Aries, opposite Neptune and Aries. And this happens until September 30th. So the vibe there may feel hazy or uncertain. It's easy to get caught up in illusions and confusion and projections also. If you're, not feeling good about yourself and you project that onto somebody else. So especially around relationships and how others see you. So if you're feeling unclear, don't force the answers. Let the fog settle before making big moves. Put yourself in meditation and ask for the answers. Ask your angel guides and your galactic team for the answers that you're seeking. After that, the sun flows into a beautiful trine with Uranus retrograde in Gemini. And this brings breakthrough energy. Flashes of insight, unexpected shifts, or surprising conversations can open up new pathways. Where Neptune clouds, Uranus clears the sky. So the lesson here is to release what's draining or unclear and stay open to fresh inspiration to restore your balance. And that trine also lasts until September 30th. On September 17th, the Sun in Libra formed a flowing trine with Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. So this is helping clarity and empowerment to rise to the surface. And this energy highlights truth, balance, and transformation. This is revealing hidden things and making it easier to step into your more authentic power. And at the same time, Mars in Scorpio squares Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. Happens until October 3rd. Sun in Libra trine Pluto in Aquarius till September 30th. This is a more intense current with the Mars in Scorpio square Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. It stirs up tension, willpower, and potential clashes. Power struggles or control issues may come up, but it also fuels determination to break free from old patterns. So together, these aspects remind us to balance grace with grit, using clarity and harmony to guide the way while channeling passion and drive into transformation rather than conflict. And today and tomorrow, we have the moon in Scorpio. This is asking us to go deeper. So these days may stir emotions you thought you moved through or bring up hidden truths. It's not always comfortable, but it's transformational. Scorpio brings intensity, passion, and renewal. Power dynamics may surface, jealousy, control, or possessiveness. Not to break you down, but to show you what's ready to be healed and released so that you can move forward lighter. This is a powerful window for shadow work, journaling, or simply allowing yourself to feel. Let go of attachments that keep you small. Forgiveness, cleansing, or a symbolic ritual can open the door for rebirth. Remember, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, the planet of transformation. So whatever feels heavy now is pointing you towards empowerment. So trust the process. And I have an affirmation for today. The affirmation is, it's for today and tomorrow with the moon in Scorpio energy. So I honor the depth of my emotions, realize what no longer serves, and rise renewed in my truth and power. And you can say that to yourself as well. Then on September 26th, moon enters Sagittarius until the 29th. So this means that your emotions are going to take a fiery, adventurous tone. This is a freedom-loving energy that craves expansion, truth, and new experiences. Instead of wanting to sit still, you may feel pulled towards movement, exploration, or learning something that sparks your curiosity. So some themes that you might feel are a need for more space or independence in relationships or in daily life, heightened desire for adventure, spontaneity, and fun, emotional openness, optimism, and sometimes blunt honesty, strong pull towards truth-seeking. You may feel restless if something doesn't align with your inner compass, a tendency to overcommit or overpromise, fueled by enthusiasm. And the best ways to work with the Sagittarius moon energy is to journal or reflect on what freedom and expansion means to you, to get outside, to go for a walk, or do something that feels like an adventure, connect with teachings, philosophies, or spiritual wisdom to broaden your perspective and knowledge. And be mindful of speaking too bluntly. Sagittarius energy is direct, but not always sensitive. It's an uplifting, hopeful moon placement. It's reminding us to look at the bigger picture and trust the journey. For the Scorpio moon for the next 2 days, I would highly suggest maybe doing some shadow work. So for instance, I have this, which I'm not promoting this because I don't get any money from it unless I share my Amazon link. But so this is a shadow work journal that I need to work on more because I haven't gotten that far and I just haven't really had a lot of time to do it. But it's something that you really do need to make time for. If you would like me to take a few pictures out of this for you and send them to you, I would be more than happy to. Also, The Dark Night of the Soul. This is my book here, and if you feel like you're going through a dark period in your life and you feel depressed, it may not be exact depression. It could be that the universe is trying to put you on your path. This book can help you with that. I wrote this book the beginning of March. Yeah, March is when I wrote this book. So anyway, so this book could really help you. It's a guide to emotional healing and renewal. Stay tuned for my collective reading I'm going to do with the tarot cards, if you're interested in that. And also, if you're interested in a personal reading, you can contact me either through my Linktree or direct message me. I have on my Facebook, if you're on there, I have in my highlights the types of readings that I do all listed. If you're on a different social media, just contact me and I can give you the listing of the offers that I do offer, or we can always improvise in the type of reading that you're looking for. I do astrology readings to the best of my knowledge, which I haven't had any complaints yet, and tarot readings. So I'm sending you, I also give spiritual guidance. So sending you lots of love and light. Till next week, namaste.